To find the smuggler's cave, I should leave the Zainab camp and take the trail toward the Red Mountain, but make sure to stay in the grazelands, following the hills to the south. If I come across an old Dunmer stronghold, I have gone a bit too far. 2 Morning Star, 3rd Era 427. Day 138. In response to his plea, I agreed to assist Mahomargo in recovering his stolen possessions. I should begin my search near the Zainab Ashlander camp.
So welcome back to the adventure of Shiaryu and her friends. And last stream we were starting a very recent mod release in the latest Morrowind modding madness competition, I think it's called. It's a very nice and interesting mod, but I was having some problems with it, and hopefully I have solved them. Two kind of problems.
I'm so hungry. I could eat a
First problem is, as it is, the mod is not compatible with one of the containers mod which I'm using, which is a little queer because the scripts for the Colossus mod has been made by the same author of this mod, but you know, I think he hates the old mod and he doesn't want it to be played by anybody. I don't know why, because it is still working. It is just that it has this nasty feature, which is basically there are some limits in the way old Lua, old MWSE before Lua version can work. So to avoid this kind of problems, this old mod is severely punishing the player if the player try to do something that is not allowed to do safely, which is putting one of these special containers inside another container. And to avoid this thing, it is giving some error message to the player, but not only that, it is basically over encumbering and blocking the player, so the player is not able to do anything while you have this container inside another container. So the only way you have to solve this situation in game is to remove this actually prohibited container from another container. Usually you can do that while you play, because you have just used that container, you know where it is, you know how to look for this thing and remove it from the other container. Not very funny to do, but you can do it, right? A problem is with these recent mods. There's the Colossus mod. One of the first things that happens at a certain point when you start the real quest is that you are captured by the red guards and put in prison, and they remove your stuff from your inventory, and doing so basically they remove also these special containers, items, and put in another container, which is the usual one of the usual evidence chest. And doing this thing, basically they start this reaction by the container mod, and you are blocked and you can't really do anything, because you can access from the cell this evidence container where your prohibited items and be moved by the script. So basically you're blocked there and nothing works anymore. You can just restart and reload or remove one of the two mods. So I don't want to remove my preferred container mods. So what I try to do is just to tweak the scripts to fix this problem, avoid moving this kind of special items, which is possible. You have just to refine the condition by which you recognize these special items here, which are basically technically they are lights. So that's done. I managed to do that because I already done that thing before. I already knew how to do that. But then, when I solved these little problems, I had another big problem, which was basically I was crashing a lot of times. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, while starting this process of removing things from player. And finally I managed to understand why. Basically it is that I have a super bloated inventory, and turns out that the function that you can use from MWSE-Lua to move things from the player to the container is very memory intensive. And basically after when you are near 1000 items moved, it just the memory usage of this function is too heavy for my setup. I crash due to low memory condition. So it's a problem that probably will not happen to anybody else unless you are using a lot of mods and you have also a lot of items in your inventory, and you try to clean your inventory, move everything like the mod should do if things would work in an ideal way. But it's for at the moment it's not like this. So I was trying to do something to have the script of the Colossus mod to move everything in my inventory except these special items from the container mod, which are not compatible, right? This is what I was trying to do, but I've not been able to do so far, and so I just accepted the compromise, which is by default the mod is moving about 800 items, and then it stopped there by using an evidence chest, which is not able to contain more than 1000 game weight units. So basically only half of my inventory is removed from that script, but this way it's a compromise. It's not ideal, but in this way we do not crash anymore. So I think this is how things will work for the mod. Hopefully we will not crash anymore, we will no more have freezes, and we will be able to go on with the mod, with the class, because the mod is super nice, and it is very well worth playing. So for instance, I could just remove some of the mod from my loading list, and I could drop half of my inventory before starting the mod, and probably things would work just fine. But I tried to fix this thing in the code, because I had already to fix the problem with the other inventory mod which I'm using and I want to keep using. So I tried solving both problems, and I did not manage to solve the second one, but the first one, yes. So if you're using this mod, the MWSE container mod, well, maybe you may want to download the patch that I have uploaded on the uh, a mod error board dedicated on the mod board dedicated to the mod problems on the Nexus pages. If not, if you are not using this container mod, well, you can just play the mod, and the mod should work without problems. Having said that, let's try and see if we can go on with the quest, basically. So we get this quest in Vos from this Khajiit. We talked with the Zainab, and we now have found a cave where the bandits are supposed to be. So we save here because I don't want to restart in case of crashes. And let's see what happens. Yeah, within the cave hangs heavy, suffused with the stench of decay, as though time itself has grown stagnant here. You feel as though you have been walking. Oh, another big problem I had with the mod, now that I remember it, is that some textures are missing from the mod package. So this ghost here, ghost of a smuggler, was just giving error messages while loading the cell and was bright white. This is not a blocking problem because it is just a message you can skip and the mod will play fine, but it is good to know, so you can look for the missing textures. And well, while the mod is not yet updated, adding those meshes, I think I have added, those textures, missing textures, I have added to my patch if you want to find them, but they are from another mod that you can find on the Nexus, which is described in the Hall of the Colossus mod credits, but these couple missing textures are not in the Halls of the Colossus package at the moment, so you have to look for the other mod and you find the texture there, or you try my patch, which is including those couple textures missing. Anyway, we have fixed this, so now you see how it should be. Or maybe you have already those textures installed because you have also the other mod package installed. It could be, but if you have an error for this ghost of a smuggler, missing textures, and it's completely white, it means that those textures are missing. Anyway, this ghost is not talking, so you see a ghost of a smuggler, which is something peculiar already. So we have a skeleton here. Let's make some light. There's a boat. Some dead fish, apparently. Oh. We know where has to go. We take the boat and cross the waterfall. Yeah. And also some dead people there. rapidly decaying smuggle. Oh, these smuggles are dead, basically. And we have some crates. Oh, found something interesting. Well, smugglers cave. Oh, and I want to talk also about some super exciting thing. A real surprise because I just discovered and installed this thing, and it is something that I was really waiting, and I suppose a lot of people was waiting since a lot of time. There is a beta version available already in the Discord channel, and well, grab it as soon as you can because ta-da! We have working exterior scrollable maps. So this is my entire Morrowind world, and as you can see, I can scroll and see everything. And this works also with something where you have not moved part of, for instance, this is part of the Skyrim mod, which I moved to be compatible with the restricted map that was available uh, to contain basically the Tamir part. But now we have this super nice new uh, patch by Hamchan, which is able to zoom and contain the whole uh, map where you could have uh, the original zero deal here without needing to move your mods avoid uh, to avoid the problems with the limited map. So basically, it is working more or less like the open Morrowind exterior map. You can scroll, you can zoom, you can see everything. And this is one of the couple things that uh, were missing in our old style Morrowind engine compared to the more recent open Morrowind. And I'm very happy about it because, well, my map is not so big anyway because I've moved most of the interesting things that. But in the future, maybe I will keep things where they uh, should be according to the lore and the distances and so on. So this is a real nice thing that I think a lot of people will appreciate because it was uh, very annoying, especially with people not using some moved mods like I'm doing because it's not so simple to do this thing correctly and so um, that's a good thing. Uh, the one big problem that remains with mods far away from the center of the map is that we have the usual problem with vibrating actors and things, especially actors, uh, due to floating point rounding and imprecisions. Uh, but this is not technically something that can be solved at the moment. I think uh, also OpenMorrowind suffers a little of this problem, not as uh, noticeable as with our old engine, but still this is a problem that is uh, not well solved in any engine, I think. At least the engines that we are using to play this old game. But maybe in the future uh, they will find a way to fix that. But for now we have this uh, very special new map, so that's a good thing. and I don't think it is yet released officially, but they are testing on Time Rebuild. Also, other people in the Morrowind Body channel are testing it. I'm testing it, and so far, so good. It is part of the UI expansion for now. Not sure it will remain here, but it works, so that's a good thing. So my suggestion is, if you have a lot of mods, grab it, go to the Morrowind modding Discord channels. I don't remember if the download is on the Tiny Rebuild channel or in the MWSE, but you look for map, latest posts about map, and you find it. Okay, anyway, we were talking about a mod, uh, so the map for now we remain like a separate thing, but I really suggest you give it a try if you're playing in the old engine like I do. Okay, anyway, we are here. Ooh, Mehomargo's back. So we have a key here. We have a guide to
Guide
Varnafell,
to Vardenfell. Morrowind is the northeasternmost province of
which is believable because Mehomargo was coming from another place. Oh, and we have this.
Mehomargo. On a quest for the guild, didst discover the path to the halls of Colossus. With cunning and guile, Mehomargo managed to elude the vigilant blades who did guard the sacred precincts. Within those hoary walls, where the imperial greatest minds were at work, Mehomargo happened upon a treasure, a strange piece of metal, imbued with an eerie power that did warp the very fabric of space. It shimmered with an otherworldly radiance, and in the gaze of Mehomargo, it whispered of boundless riches. With a mingling of exhilaration and trepidation, this one dared to seize the artifact. Yet, as Mehomargo raised his eyes, the world around him had undergone a metamorphosis. The once open passages were now engulfed by the relentless advance of sands, and the hitherto sturdy walls lay as desolate heaps of rubble. The mysterious artifact clutched by Mehomargo had forfeited its peculiar aura. Bewilderment seized this one, for the comprehension of such a transformation eluded him. With the enigmatic relic now nestled in his paws, Mehomargo commenced the daunting pilgrimage back to the oasis and the guild, resolute in the quest to unearth a prospective buyer. Little did this one foresee that this voyage would herald the commencement of a fantastical odyssey.
So we have a fantastic journal, and we want to take it because it's very nice to read, and also it will became more and more clear when things happen. Oh, I do something silly here. Ah, this is also something curious because I've been able to move everything with no problem. So that function is less sensible used from another container. But anyway, we find some gold here, which is always something nice to find. So we take it and then we explore, keep exploring more this strange cave, which is devoid of bandits. They are all dead. Let me know if a stream is working, if there are problems. I think I solved also the audio problems, at least. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this is the crucial moment. We are teleported somewhere. And this is where the script was causing problems, because there was this
I
incompatibility.
arrived in a desert. The next thing I knew, I was in a cell.
So now the script in the background is moving inventory items from the oh, it crashed even with the patches. So I tried it and it didn't crash last time I tried. So it's very sensitive about how many things you are moving, because it's using a lot of memory. So if you don't have a lot of memory available, you crash. And there's nothing that can be done other than having less mods or less items in your inventory, or maybe put a low limit on the script, so it moves some items from the player inventory, but uh, not many of them. I think I will do just that. Maybe move player weapons only, so it uses less memory and it doesn't crash anymore, and still you have the some sense in the story about the player being uh, imprisoned and without weapons. That's one thing I can think about to solve the problem at the moment without removing mods or not playing the mod basically, because uh, as it is causing big problems with the memory usage of this part of the mod. An alternative would be just to skip moving player items, and that would work. But I think I will try and just limit the number of items that are removed, the type of items that are removed from the player. Uh, let's see if we can actually. Let me check. Let's try reloading from here. It may be that we managed to actually run the mod if we start already in the cell. Maybe we use less memory and we can manage to avoid the script crashing. I hope so. Okay, let's see. So in theory we restarted using less memory because we did not load the exteriors. So we do the same thing. Take the book.
May Homar go.
Oh, I will take the key because I'm not sure if it can be of use. Well, I don't really need the money, so let's go to the critical point, which is before touching this artifact warping time, apparently. So I will save here. So I think maybe loading the game, starting the game from start and loading the save here, maybe we will be able to pass this script problem. Not sure about it. Let's cross fingers.
I arrived in a desert. The next thing I knew, I was in a cell. It has been 3 days.
Oh, I
I
think
should speak with Edwin
we
and
managed
Albert
to
in the
do
Guild
it.
of Mages in
So as you
Aelduin
can
to see
see,
if Gavin Vet has
it's
arrived
a
in
pure
Cyrodiil
memory
safely.
problem. If you have enough memory available, the script is able to run. Also, I have added some clothes to the player because I'm playing with the Better Bodies mod, and my poor Shiaryu was completely nude after this script running. But as you can see, I have not transferred all the player inventory because the destination chest is can uh, contain I think up to 1000 weight units, but you are stripped from most of your enchanted clothes and all your weapons and all your armors and so on, so you are a prisoner in this I think in the and I have kept my special containers which were conflicting and blocking the player. So next step I will try just limit the number of things that the script is moving from the player, maybe only weapons and maybe 100 of them, so I'm sure that I will have enough memory to run the script. Okay, hopefully this is the last problem, compatibility problem with this mod. Oh, look at that, there's a Khajiit there, and this is a rolled
I
paper.
found a message concealed in a crack within my cell wall. It appeared to be intended for a certain Mayho, which I can only assume is a reference to Mayho Margot. The note instructs to employ the enclosed lockpick, locate my equipment, effect an escape, and then make a prompt return to the guild. The password for entry is Velvet.
Okay, let me check if I can move my restream chat so I can see a little better. Okay. Hello, yeah, that's a lot of land. And this is the real news of the day for me. This new exterior world. Zoom. Oh, and the zooming is also working with the mouse wheel, so it's very nice. You don't have only the bar here that you can use to zoom. You have also the mouse wheel, so it's pretty nice. Okay, but let's go on with the mod. Basically, we have to manage to escape, and we have a lockpick, so we can open. Oh, watch out for guards. Find hiding places. So guards are all around. And I think you can just sneak and the guards should not detect you unless you really go near them. Let's use some more effect sound. And I can hear some water sound, probably some water. Yeah, that's the same cell. So basically I have already played this part, so I know more or less what I need to do is basically to escape, but you can still explore. Important thing, you have to try and avoid the guards. And it's also important to explore because you will become familiar with this place.
I've located my equipment in the evidence chest. Swift escape is crucial before the guards discover my absence. Imperial orders to all blades. Directive: secrecy and security. By direct command of the Emperor, it is imperative that the halls of Colossus remain secret. Discretion and unwavering vigilance are the keystones of our mission. Objective 1. Preservation of secrecy. It is of the highest importance that no information concerning the halls of Colossus or the Emperor's classified intentions within its walls is permitted to escape. Blades operatives are to ensure that unauthorized access to the halls or their environs is prevented at all costs. The clandestine nature of our activities must be rigorously maintained. Objective 2. More artifact retrieval. In addition to guarding our secrets, the Blades are tasked with the critical mission of facilitating the transport and safeguarding of Hummer artifacts. These invaluable relics are to be delivered securely to our elite team of battle mages within the halls. Final orders. Failure to uphold the secrecy and security of this site and its associated research is an unthinkable outcome. The very fate of the Empire hinges upon your steadfast commitment to these orders. Guard the halls of the Colossus with unwavering dedication and loyalty, and ensure that the Emperor's will is executed without obstruction. The Blades High Command.
And so we can grab back the rest of our stuff. As you can see, this container has 1000 units of space available, which is not enough for my inventory, but I tried also increasing this, and the problem is the script is crashing because we already told about the problems, memory problems in using the function that is transferring things from a container to another one. So a compromise, but hopefully a good one. I hope to not crash now when I try getting back all my items. No, it works. Okay, so I have my items again. I can equip them, hopefully. Yeah. And so I'm full power Xiaoyu with Derrick equipment and all that jazz again. I try not be discovered by the guards. Oh, not a guard, it's one of my friends. But now we can use the door. I will save because never say never. And we are out. The shadows around the ruin are wrong. Maybe there's a typo here. Shadows around, probably. I found only a typo other than this one so far. So the mod uh, text quality is pretty high. And look at this, we are in the hall of the Colossus. And technically, this mod, as the majority of mods containing work by Greater 7, is using some technical new thing that was never ever done before, which is in this case to use some trick to basically uh, improve the greatness of these interior cells to be able to what's this? A droog?
Alright.
Oh, well, this is not a problem with mod, but we have the first thing here. Notice how my super powerful 50,000 gold long blade has no more more health for a weapon. I don't know how to say it, but technically it is called health in the weapon characteristics. But basically, one hit and your weapons will be reduced to basically something you cannot use anymore. You need to repair them because the time here is running at a strange speed. There's some time anomaly, and your weapons and your armors basically are one hit destroyed. And I understand why this has been implemented to give this sensation of time running and destroying things, but it's a little annoying because, I mean, this is my super weapons that I have uh, how can I say it, with a lot of effort managed to buy or enchant and so on, and one hit and it is completely destroyed like this. So pay attention to this thing if you are using weapons or you're hit uh, with your preferred armor, because I believe that also armors would have this little problem. So basically use spell if you can to kill the enemies, or use some different weapons, like for instance I hopefully you have some other good weapons like this one. But it will be destroyed too, I suppose, if I use it too much. So I will try to use some spells from now on. It's not that I have big problems with this because I'm using a high level character, but if your character is not so high level, pay attention to this. Try to use spells or scrolls or magic things. Oh, what's this? Oh, we have some problems here. How strange. First time I see something like that. Okay, we killed this land droog. Strange. Very strange. It's like two windows are confusing their position. I hope this is not a symptom of memory problems, because one thing I've noticed with this game is when you start being low memory, uh, strange things start to happen. Uh, Before crashing, you see some strange things happening, and that could be one of the symptoms. So let me check if I can read. I will save. First thing important. If you see strange things, save. I will check the log to see if I have some memory tracking message that could give me some hint about th- this. Well, I have 92% total memory used, which is high enough. So the safe thing here would be to save and reload, probably. But as you can see, I'm seeing this kind of original position of the creature before animating it. Looks like something is missing and displayed like this, or maybe it's some kind of shell problems. I don't know. Well, I think let's try. I will save, stop the game, restart the game, and reload, because this way I'm cleaning all the memory, and this way we can understand if this uh, strange effect over my friend here is due to the memory problems, or it is some kind of incompatibility or missing texture. I don't know. I've never seen this thing. So I will exit and restart. Well, wait. Did I save? Let's do it again. Okay, I saved. No problem. So we'll exit, restart the game, and see what happens. Because, you know, when you are low memory, it's just better. It's just better to restart, because even if you don't crash, things may work uh, in halfway, and you can see strange things happening that are not completely updated, and apparently unrelated things not working like they should. I'm curious about this thing about those uh, pink effect of a airy friend companion there, because it's the first time I've seen such weird effect. So basically, if we manage to load the game and we don't see that effect anymore, it means it was some weird memory problem. Else it could be some kind of conflict, incompatibility uh, with some maybe shader used by the mod. I don't know, but we will see. But the mod is real fantastic, because we have already seen there are some special shaders effects, that this incredible interior world I was talking about it, which is in a single cell. Basically it is emulating a wall space with a seemingly endless desert. I don't think it is endless. There will be some radius you cannot pass probably, but uh, certainly it looks like it is incredibly big. Yeah, probably a memory problem. Let me check. Yeah, as you can see here, we can now see our friend properly. She's a little.
Is there something on your mind?
She's trying to do something, but she doesn't talk. Let's see if I can. I will use the old good trick, which is basically force the companion to fight the player with this command, start combat player, and stop immediately. She has some problem with the animation. This way, usually you solve EI problems. Important thing is to stop the fight immediately. Right, this. Okay. Stop! Okay, let's see if I can talk with her. No, she doesn't talk. Oh well, that's a new one. But anyway, let's talk about the mod now that we are using probably less memory. Look at this, it's really something grand. And this is one interior cell basically. We have this fake water resources, but they are pretty good. And also a nice thing about is that my I think my water effect sound mod should work here, at least if you have used the correct resource replacer. It depends on a couple things. First thing is if these water meshes, fake water meshes, are coming from timer rebuild, or if they are coming from the OOAB data. Yeah, they are, because the ones from timer rebuild are already compatible. They are using some. They are compatible with the ray tracing commands of MWSE-Lua, while the recent ones from the OAB data, for some reason, are not. I know the reason why they are, but basically the reason is compatibility with ray tracing has been removed to allow the player to look and access from outside some items that could be under the water level, like in the scum ponds near Sidaning or things like that. If you drop something below the water surface or fake water surface, you're not more able to grab it basically. That's the reason why these meshes have been made like this. But this way you cannot detect them from MWSE-Lua anymore using ray tracing, and mods like my water sound mod cannot work anymore because they cannot detect them. So basically what I did is just make a mesh replacer so they are the old version, like the ones used by Time Rebuild, that still works with the ray tracing. So in theory, we have water sounds here because I'm able to detect the mesh. But I'm using a mesh replacer for that, because if you use the original latest version meshes from OAAB data, I don't think the mod can work with them. Also, we have some overlapping meshes here, but okay, you know, you know, mods released during the Madness or any other competitions cannot be perfect, 100% perfect, because the time is what it is, and things will be refined hopefully in the future. But even like this, this is a fantastic mod. Look at the sheer size of this thing and you realize how fantastic this thing is. But we have a quest to do.
I've located my equipment in the evidence chest. Swift escape is crucial before the guards discover my absence.
We don't have many hints about what to do now, other than explore.
Have you?
So this is the fabled heart of the Colossus in Elsewhere. Yeah, the usual. Oh, and it works fine also with my footprints mod, as you can see here. And my companions are solving some problems. We have this kind of spike ones, very nice creatures. Little annoying, but so basically we have some Drew, land Drew basically. And not sure about these creatures, if they are just coming from level list, because could be. Let's see. Oh. Oh, look at this. Some blood. Oh, and as you can see, I don't know if it is visible, but all these big desert and things here is not really affecting frame rate a lot, because I'm still over 40. So pretty good considering the amount of things you can see on the screen. So let's explore more. What's that? A dark hole. Okay. So one thing I noticed the mod is doing is sort of I don't know how to say it, but guiding the player, so you don't really have some free exploration before entering places where you should do something for a quest. You are given advice. No, it's better to come here after you get a proper quest, and so on. For a mod, for a game like Morrowind, maybe this kind of play is not something we are familiar with, because usually we are free to do anything. But all in all, for this mod, I think it's not bad because this way uh, you follow the quest proper order and it's easier to understand what happens basically. And we have an important clue here because we already played a mod where skeletons were used like this to give a hint to the player where to go. And this is not really something the mod is telling you anywhere, but it's not hard to imagine something like this. So we just try to do this. I must remember to not use my weapons
I
much.
have found the entrance to a hideout. I can only assume it is the guild the note referred to.
And so far my companions are able to follow easy enough. Ooh, look at this. We find a hideout. Oh, there's some sort of... Oh, one little problem that... Oh, look at this. I love how my footprints are walking also on this sand mesh. One little problem that I noticed about these meshes is... probably they are engineered to be used more in scenic exteriors than for interiors like this, because the collision is very how can I say, subdivided, is not precise, so you see things like this where the collision mesh is not so detailed and the player is basically going down the surface. But from a certain point of view, these are mostly sand meshes, so it's also believable that we are just going down because it's sand, and there are places where the sand is sort of moving. Technically, I think it would ideally these meshes should have the collision mesh redone to be a little more detailed and respected a little more the visible mesh edges. This way they would work better for interiors like this, but this is a problem with the resources used
You are not
by
Mayho.
the mod.
What is the meaning of this? Aliim's hand moves slowly toward his sheathed dagger. Wait, I have the note you gave me in jail. You were in the cell? Have you seen a Kajiat called Mayho Margo? Mayho Margo. Mayho is one of Aliim's operatives, under this one's command. Mayho's mission is to liberate valuable items from the halls of Colossus, a task of great importance to the guild's operations. However, we have heard whispers and rumors that Zoran Arctis, the most formidable of Batlemage, may be on his way to elsewhere. This one cannot risk proceeding without knowing more about the situation.
I must remember to try and fix the pronunciation of battle mages in the Read Aloud mod, but not easy because I already tried, but I'm not very good with this.
Mayho Margo. Mayho is one of Aliim's operatives.
Okay,
under this one's
same
command.
thing.
Halls of Colossus. The halls of Colossus, they are a vast place, yes, meandering deep into the earth, as grand as the desert sky. Recently, they have been overrun by the Blades operatives, those elite guards of the Emperor. Large caravans have carried mysteries and treasures into the halls, but the secrets remain veiled. It's clear that something of great importance is afoot, for the Blades are relentless in their watch. Blades operatives. The Blades, they are a mystery to Aliim and his kin. They guard the Emperor, they say, but their true workings remain hidden, like the desert winds. Aliim knows them as fierce enforcers who shield the dragon-born emperors. In Elsewhere, we keep our distance from such matters, for the Blades' dealings remain beyond our purview. If the Blades are here, something important is happening. You mentioned a Zurin person? He's not just any mage. Zurin Arctis is the Empire's mightiest and most trusted Bat-Lemage. He answers to the Emperor alone, and to none else. His presence here signifies a matter of exceptional magnitude, something the Guild must not confront unprepared. This is precisely why Mayho must return immediately. It seems my fate and Mayho's are connected. Let me find him for you. Aliim wants to believe you, maybe if you explain how you got here. You relate what has happened since you met Mayho Margot in Boss and produce Mayho's journal as evidence. This is a mad tale, but even a madman would not think up such a story. Aliim believes you. If you follow the tunnel we dug from here, you will reach the halls. Take this gem, Mayho will know the order comes from me if you have it. Aliim's token has been added to your inventory.
So that's something interesting here, because basically we show the journal, and that's the proof about what we are talking with about. I wonder what happens if we don't take the journal in the grotto before coming here. Do we have to find a way to come back and get the journal from the cavern, or things will work in a different way? I don't know. It would be interesting. Maybe if I play the quest again, I will try and see if you can exit the cave without having the journal, or if there is some kind of message or thing that tell you that you need the journal to go on with the quest, things like that. Interesting. But we have done the proper adventurer work and we have the journal, so no problem. Excellent.
Excellent. I'll think of a way to deal with the guards. No dealing with the guards. Was Shiar Yunin not listening? Aliim does not want to draw the Emperor's attention. Take this uniform. As long as you wear it and blend in, you can move about freely. Aliim thinks. Probably. Blade uniform has been added to your inventory.
Okay, so we have this blade uniform somewhere. Let's look for it. Yeah. So we actually can see it if I remove my robe. Yes, that's more or less a standard armor. with a different decoration here instead of the. I think there are two um, horses, and this one uh, looks like a moth, but interesting. A special blade armor. Uh, One thing I noticed playing the mod is this is extremely important, because if you don't have this armor equipped, you will not have some important dialogue available. And if you don't realize that you need this armor, you will have problem going on with the quest. So pay attention to this thing when they told you to use the armor. Use the armor, as you will have problems. At least when you try and talk with other guards, use the armor. Always have the armor equipped. Having said that, let's see. So we already talked with him. Let's see if there are other people. Can use a little more sound effects, maybe. Oh, over there.
Why is my friend here?
Greetings. Aliim has given this one new tasks. Yes? Someone is finally going to look for Rabbiba. Yes? He didn't. Please investigate this matter. Our operation here is still small, and we're isolated, with infrequent and slow supplies from Rumen. With Meho gone, there's no one else to help. Rabbiba. Yes, Rabbiba left to scout the area just south of the Imperial outpost days ago, but she has not returned. Natabi worries. Natabi will share a little secret if this one finds Rabha.
And so we have
You take a note in your
another
journal
quest
under
here.
section Halls of Colossus, an Alfik's request. Rabbiba, a scout for the Thieves Guild, has gone missing. She was sent near the halls to watch for blade activity, but the guild lost contact with her. Natabi asked me to find her.
And this should be the way out. So basically we have a couple missions. Let's use some magic here. Magic doesn't break. Okay, so this is the way we came. She was sent near the house to watch. Near the, I think this Khajiit could be related to that cave we found, and we were not ready yet to enter there. So it should be in the map somewhere. Like here? No, this is the outpost. It's not yet marked because we did not enter, but should be on the way. But tell you what, I want just to explore here. I want to see how big how big the place is. Yeah, it's extremely big.
You will suffer greatly.
And the incredible thing is how this uh, endless desert is looking. Consider that we are inside an interior, single interior cell. Like, compare this with how Moonhold is looking in the standard game. We could try, out of curiosity, finding the limit of the desert. So we are back to the halls of the Colossus. Let me check. Oh well, we will go back this way and look for that cave. Not here. Oh, here it is. There's some blood here. Latte is already attacking something. A Landrug. Okay. And this is a big cavern too. As you can see here, the problem with the meshes is even more noticeable, but it's sand. So we should be able to find this Khajiit. Ooh, a drug shell. Some interesting alchemy ingredient. It's a cave, a lair for that drug. But still, we must find this Khajiit. Way out. Okay, I need some night high here because not easy. Oh, there's some fire. Honestly, I don't remember where this Khajiit should be. But I'm sure it should be in this cavern where the drug is. Maybe we did not trigger some part of the quest to enable it. I don't know. Oh, here she is. She's a small, very small Khajiit. She doesn't talk. I think I know what's the problem here. Maybe I have some bug in a mod that I am. I am tweaking. Let's see. Let's see. So she's the right one, but for some reason she doesn't talk. Let's see if it is some mod conflict.
I found Rabitba in a dark cave where a powerful druid has her cornered, but luckily, she was able to climb to safety. Now that the druid is gone, she can return safely to the hideout.
Okay, so probably some mod conflict. Yeah, must be something like that. With the creatures, but we did the quest, so not a problem of this mod. It's something else.
I found Rabitba in a dark cave where a powerful druid has her cornered, but luckily, she was able to climb to safety. Now that the druid is gone, she can return safely to the hideout.
Okay, so now we can return to the hideout. And out of curiosity, let's try and fly just to get an idea about... Oh, what? Oh, we found a secret. Another secret here.
Confessions of a Thief by Anonymous. I'm a thief. Now.
Okay, latte, you can take also this. And some interesting things, but let's try and fly up. So look at how big this interior is.
You Inma, you will die. There is no escape. Die. I have you.
Oh, and this is another beautiful thing. And this is another small lake using the same fake water meshes. A very scenic one. But we are looking for the hideout, or So we are back to the thieves' hideout.
Natabi thanks Shiar Yunin. Natabi Hood's Shiar Yunin is heading down the tunnel. Shiar Yunin must be weary of the beetles, the cave below is their breeding grounds. Maybe the potions will help. You take a note in your journal under section Halls of Colossus, an Alfiq's request. 3. Resist common disease quality. Has been added to your inventory. 2. Cure common disease.
Welcome, friend.
And we got some potions helping us with some possible diseases we could get exploring more of the mod, like jumping down there. Can we use this? No, it's a way up only ladder. Oh, by the way, technically, if you want to do a ladder working in both directions, basically, you can use like this one, a door, but instead of using one door, you can use two doors. You put them one over the other, and you enable the proper door, comparing the position of the player while the player is higher than half the length of the door. Basically, you enable the door going up, and when the player is down, you enable the door going up, and when the player is up, you do the contrary. And this way you can make a double direction working stair, basically, or ladder, or what you're trying to use. And using a door is good because this way you are compatible also with all companions, even with standard scripting, without needing script extenders. Obviously you have to have some local scripts on the doors to enable disable them, but that's something nice to have, and it's not very complicated to make. Oh, must remember not to use my weapons. Oh, beetle eggs. Let's get some of these ingredients for our collection. No idea if the stream is working correctly, but in theory it should.
There is no escape.
Oh. And this is another oh, I have
I don't know. Maybe she's right.
also this one broken. No, I still have to fix Oh, strange. This is a strange thing because I see in the quick keys here the proper icon, but it seems like I'm not equipping it. Object is broken, but it doesn't seem broken. Oh well. Something strange here. Could be some memory problems. I don't know. Okay, let's drop something to my friends. Oh, I could also drop some money.
Blessing of the 2 moons upon you.
So, Latte, could you carry something for me? Like, get this pants, get this thing. I could also drop them. Oh, I need some feather thing. Yeah. A double one. Oh, look at this. This is a very nice cave. I don't know. The object is broken. We have the weapon here, but it doesn't look like broken. So I don't really understand this thing, but doesn't look like broken, but you have this error message here. This way we are going back down. Don't think. Let me think about this. Oh, maybe it's right. We must go down.
You will suffer greatly. You inward.
Cannot use weapon. I want to mine this thing. I cannot. Oh. Ta-da! Loose black bricks.
I found a passage into the halls of Colossus. I must find Mahomargo at all cost, and prevent him from taking the fragment. It is imperative I do not change the course of history if I hope to come back to
Okay, so
Vardenfell
we
as I
have
know it.
the proper armor here. Can we talk with the Imperial?
Do you mind, recruit? Can't a man have a little privacy in the middle of nowhere, elsewhere? Report to the Batlemage in the Arcane Studies. I'm sure they'll have a task for you.
Okay, so... Oh, look at this. And we have lots of books here, but let's look for these battle mages.
By the 8, I'm going to be late. Where's my helmet? I swear, if it's one of Electus' practical joke again, the next fish I catch ends up in his bed.
Oh,
Goodbye.
is this a quest maybe? Can we
This-
find his helmet? Don't think so, but could be. Oh, and this is super special effect. Look at this time wound. Very nice shadow effect, I suppose. Because look at this, it is distorting even the player. Incredible.
I found another tear through space.
Oh,
The
what's
blades
that?
in the room seemed oblivious yet. Maybe I'm the only one who sees it because like these time wounds, I do not belong here, or then.
Spiders. Oh, I could use bound weapons. Hopefully they will last more than one hit. Not sure about it. Basically, this is the same place in another time, covered by ruins.
You will suffer.
I was sure it was hidden somewhere, but I was not expecting. Oh, a spider matron. Scare me. So another time
It's incredible.
we killed the spider and maybe something changed killing the spider, I don't know, but there's nothing more to do here apparently. Time slows down, stops, then rewinds. Aha.
What's she doing here?
I found another tear through space. The blades in the room seemed oblivious to it. Maybe I'm the only one who sees it because like these time wounds, I do not belong here, or then.
So, let's check. We have our all-important blade armor on, so we should be able to talk with people.
Recruit, your arrival couldn't be more opportune. I find myself at an impasse in my research. I need a new tuning fork. I urge you to seek out Harkalb, the smith, and request from him the specific tuning fork I require. He's well aware of the precise details of what I need.
Okay, so in my first playthrough I have had a problem here because this NPC specifically, but it could have been another one. The problem was that the mod is using a check for talk to PC variable or functions, I don't remember, but basically it is a check in dialogue to see if it is the first time that you are talking with some NPC, and it usually works, but it's not very reliable because there are a lot of mods around that are using the first greeting with an NPC to start some scripts or initialize some condition, and then they call the greeting again. So what happens is, if for some reason you trigger this kind of mod with this NPC, basically that talk to PC is no more valid because it is set to 1 immediately, and then if you filter your quest thinking that it will be 0, it sometimes it isn't, and so if you filter your quest like this, there are chances that your quest will be blocked because that talked to NPC will already be true, and if you're checking for it to be 0, to be false, it will not work. So basically what I suggest is you never use this kind of filter, because in my case, yeah, the quest was not working because I had already that condition verified due to some other mod. So what I did is removed those checks from the mod and just use the journal. So if the journal is 0, it means that the quest has not started yet, and you should talk about it, like in this case, and start your quest. This is a quest giver. It is using the greeting to start the quest, and once you start, at the same time you advance your quest journal, so it is no more 0, and that's it. You don't need anything else to properly start the quest, and this way you're sure it is not depending on that talk to PC function that sometimes doesn't work as expected. So this is the suggestion. Don't use it. Just use your journal and your NPC identifier, which are unique and are hopefully always working. Anyway, we have the quest giver giving us the quest topic,
Tuning fork. You see,
and we can go on with
recruit.
this.
Sound and frequencies are absolutely central to the completion of the portal I'm developing. It's rooted in the principles of tonal architecture, which are foundational to Dwemer craftsmanship and magic. To ensure the portal's success, I require a specific tuning fork that can harness the right resonance and vibrations.
And we have to find this thing.
Tuning fork.
Okay.
You see,
Well, there will be some way to find it. Oh, look at this also, this planetary. How nice. This thing is not so nice. A scorpion. But again, super important, keep your armor on. Oh, we should talk with...
Argentus, the conjurer within the arcane studies, had an immediate need for a new tuning fork.
I don't think that the order by which you talk with these quest givers is important.
Recruit, you've been sent by High Batlemage Klekos for a special potion, have you? Well, you've come to the right place. But before you receive that elixir, I'll need an enchanted vial from Miros. Once I have it, we can proceed with the preparation of the requested mixture. Time is of the essence, so make haste. Yes, indeed. Enchanted vial. The potion that High Batlemage Klekos requested is prepared, but it's not like
So okay,
most
we need to
potions, it's
find first the high battle mage or battle mage, like Shiaryu is calling him. Probably he's the most important mage here, and looks like he could be the one because he's using spells. Also a nice touch here, he's using magic against the training dummy. Oh, we can also show him how it is done. Maybe. If my mod works, let's see. Yeah, we can do it, maybe. This part is nice, but well, basically what I'm doing here is when I activate the practice dummy static mesh, I'm replacing it with a creature that I can then use like a real target and get experience and so on. Problem is sometimes it doesn't work with weapons because the collision for some reason doesn't work well. But magic works. So this is not part of the mod, but it is something that works because I have a plugin, your plugin, which is doing that on the fly, like this. And now I can target the creature and practice my magic or my weapons, but we know already that it's better not to use our weapons while we are in this time warp situation. Let's talk with the mage.
Let's see what
Hello.
you're made of.
Is there something you need?
I'm talking with a practice dummy. Okay, this is a little glitch about it because the practice dummy here should have no dialogue or no activation
Yes?
because it's a
How
little
can I-
silly to
This is
have
pointless.
this kind of
Give in.
situation. Let's try and talk with the Imperial here.
I suggest you get on with your orders, or report to your commanding officer.
Okay, it's not the one at the moment.
I suggest you get on with your orders.
Right. So we have a couple orders we must find.
Galtirga the alchemist wants me to get an enchanted vial
A
from
vial?
Norris the enchanter. He needs it for a special potion high bat
And-
lemage Klekos requested.
A fork. So let's look for this enchanter. And this place is very big, so not super easy.
Recruit, it's about time someone addressed this. Mages keep checking out books and conveniently forget to return them. It's absolutely infuriating. I've had enough. No item is leaving this library until those missing books are back on the shelves where they belong. I want you to track down 4 missing books. I don't care how you do it. Missing books. The 4
And this is an interesting
Adonai,
quest.
the librarian, is at her wit's end because books checked out are never returned.
Let's see if we...
She has made it
Yeah.
clear that no book or scroll will leave the library until those missing books are returned. Once the books are back where they belong, Adonai will grant access to the Cabinet of Scrolls.
Now this is another journal, but we have these tasks we have to do, and the more we need to do and the more we are asked to do, basically. So it takes time. Can we talk with him now?
I suggest you get on with your orders. It is truly a pleasure to see you. It is truly a pleasure. Recruit, I need filled soul gems, but all I've got are the empty ones right now. Just head over to the library and see Adonai. She can give you soul trap scrolls if you need them. You can ask Argentus the Conjurer to summon a creature for soul trapping. Here, take these empty soul gems. But just so we're clear, I'm not interested in those tiny scorpions Argentus fancies. I'm after more potent souls. 3 common soul gem has been added to your inventory. 2 greater soul gem has been added to your inventory. 2 grand soul gem has been added to your inventory. Enchanted vial. Yet another one? Galtirger will have to learn some patience. I can't just enchant things out of thin air, you know. It requires filled soul gems to work my craft. Filled soul gems. I don't expect a foot soldier such as yourself to be well versed in the intricacies of magic. You see, filled soul gems contain the essence of a creature, and this essence is precisely
Okay, let's imagine we don't know about it. Oh, and we have some books here, maybe?
At the Arcane Studies, Miros, the enchanter, requested a filled soul gem. She suggested I acquire a scroll of soul trap from the librarian, Adonai, if needed. Next, I must seek out the conjurer, Argentus, who can summon creatures for soul trapping. It was made abundantly clear that Miros has no interest in the tiny souls of scorpions.
Okay, but we have also a little quest to look for missing books for the librarian. So we need these books: the complete blacksmith, the complete alchemist, Kimarmavi. No, I never spelled this correctly. Kimarvamidayum and famed artifacts of Tamriel. So this one probably is here. Hopefully we can take it.
Tamrielic artifacts.
Yeah. And this one, well, not sure we can take it, so.
Recruit, I'm in quite the bind. I can't tend to the forge without a scroll of fire resistance. The intense heat in my line of work requires it. Could you do me a favor and go see Adonai in the library? Ask her for a scroll of fire resistance. She always has a few library scrolls ready in the cabinet of scrolls. Library scrolls. You see, my forge here is no ordinary one. It's enchanted, which allows me to craft superior objects with unparalleled precision. However, that enchantment also makes the heat it generates significantly more intense than a regular forge. To work in these conditions, the scrolls of fire resistance are essential. Without them, it'd be unbearable, and my ability to forge those exceptional items would be compromised.
So I like very much this quest. They are intermingled with each other. They are not super complicated. At least each one is not super complicated, but if you take them all together, they are super nice to have, and they make sense, and some very well written dialogue about it. I like it. It looks like very well done questing. The only problem that I found was that glitch with the talk to PC. But as usual, this is something that may happen only if you have a very long loading list, you have a lot of mods that could conflict and so on. So it could just work in your case.
Tuning fork. Sorry, recruit, I won't work the forge without my scrolls of fire resistance.
But as you can see, to obtain certain things, we still need to do some steps before to find the scrolls and take them to the smith here and so on. So we have to do the proper steps in the proper order. And also find the books. So if we see books, spare books, maybe. Oh, also Lots of interesting things here, but I'm not sure we can take things freely. So I don't want to risk. But again, remember, keep your uniform on. That's the only way they will acknowledge you.
It is truly a pleasure.
So we have been told about a cabinet with scrolls. Yeah, cabinet of scrolls. Access to the books and scroll is denied until all borrowed books are returned. So books are primary target here. Go and find the books.
The Complete Alchemist's Compendium by Madame Mary Madrigal. This book was compiled from my earlier works to meet the demand for a single tome of no.
And we take it. Let's see if we can find another one. This thing is not something you can take. Something you can use to enchant things, maybe. Okay, found a couple books. We need to find another 2 books.
I invoke for the gods, for my ancestors, and for revenge.
Probably we can take them, but again, I don't want to risk.
That gal looks familiar.
Looking for some spare book. Couple books. Let's take
The
this
final
one
lesson
too.
by Egret.
Oh crap! I did the wrong thing. Okay, stop combat. Woo!
It is truly a pleasure to see you. Filled soul gems. Absolutely not. We've all undergone training at the Battle Spire, so summoning creatures is well within our abilities.
Okay, I have
You
no tuning fork because I need the books and cannot find those damn missing books. I need a couple more. Okay, so I think books should be in the rooms. Or maybe hidden in some library.
Manual of Armor. The Complete Blacksmith. Morrowind Edition.
Haha!
By
Found one. And I want to make you notice something. Is that when I hover over something that is a quest item, I have this mod, which is adding to the name. How is it called in English? I don't remember, but let me show you. Exclamation mark, I think it's called. And this is telling me that it is something that is used somewhere in the game by some count command or some quest condition and so on. So basically there are high probabilities that this thing could be a quest item. So something you want to keep and not something you want to sell around or drop or things like this. And this is one nice mod that I like a lot, but it's not a very well-known mod for some reason. Probably because the first time you run it, it takes some couple minutes to scan all your loading list and look for this kind of items. But it's just a one-time thing, because then it is very optimized. If you don't completely change all your loading order, it will just scan the new mods that you add or remove, not all everything. So it will be very fast the next time you update something. And then it is very useful because this way you have interesting things like quest books marked by this. Well, not this one maybe, but let's look for something like this one, or this nose. Let's see if I find one. Oh, I can just filter for that like this. As you can see, these are all quest items, things that are used by some scripts, by some dialogue, by some count command. And the mod actually does some pretty I would say clever scripting and use of regular expression to scan the source of the mods and that you have loaded and look for these things. It's called keepers. So for instance, I have here this list about things that are probably some kind of quest related things or things that are used somewhere, and they are marked by the exclamation mark, and you can filter and so on. The only problem is usually with the ingredients, because ingredients are used by a lot of scripts, usually scripts to sort ingredients and place them in different containers, and so there are a lot of this kind of scripts around, so it's not easy to always be able to detect them. So chances are that any ingredients will be marked as something used by some scripts of the game, even if they are not really used by some quest. And this is the only thing that I not yet found a reliable way to always work to tell the ingredients that are used by some quest and the ingredients that are just used by some ingredient sorter script. But the books and things like this are usually less sensible. It depends. Anyway, I was looking for the last book. Let's see what we need here.
Harkel the smith needs scrolls of fire resistance from the library.
Okay, so missing books. We found the complete blacksmith, the complete alchemist companion, I think. We need Kimarvamidium. Yeah, probably this one is missing. Where could it be? Well, not here because she's looking for them. Not here. We already found a couple. Ta-da!
Ancient Tales of the Dwemer.
As you can see, this is marked by an exclamation mark at the end. So we could have guessed that this was a quest item. And we certainly avoid dropping it or selling it. But I think now we have all the books. So let's look for the librarian lady.
It is truly a pleasure to see you. Missing books. Let me see. Very well. Everything is in order. Access to the books and scrolls is hereby restored. Asterisk Kimarvamidium has been removed from your inventory. Complete Alchemist's Compendium has been removed from your inventory. The Complete Blacksmith has been removed from your inventory. Famed Artifacts of Tamriel has been removed from your inventory. It is truly a pleasure to see you.
And now? Oh, maybe we can use the library. What can we do now? Oh, we can take the scrolls. Yeah. And as you can see, we have a standard scroll here. We already use it. We know it. We have another scroll here. We have not yet used it. So we have a model which is hiding what this is. It is called not clairvoyant, never varying. A nice mod by KQQBBB, which I love because it is adding realism to you find things, you don't know what they are until you use them. You find a door, you don't know where this door is going until you use it. When you talk with someone, you don't know the name until you start talking, and so on. And in this case, there are these scrolls, we don't know what they are until we use them.
Strength and honor.
So we now know that this is a scroll of Soul Trap. But look at this. For the same reason, we only know that this is a scroll, but my mod is adding already the exclamation mark. So we know that this is probably something involved in a quest. So let's try and use it.
Strength and honor.
What could this be? fire resistance. We don't know really. But let's take all of them. Okay, we have the scrolls of fire resistance. So let's think about it. Where could we use some scrolls of fire resistance? Did we talk with someone needing this kind of scroll before? Yeah, we did it. That's that Smith mage Smith that needs fire resistance scrolls. If I'm able to find him.
It is truly a pleasure to see you. Library scrolls. Ah, thank you, recruit. With these scrolls in hand, I can now
So,
return
as you can
to
see
my
here,
work.
we have the
High
exclamation mark.
Colossus has set me on a daunting mission to uncover the secret of the MWSE-Lua. It's no small undertaking, I assure you. Scroll of fire resistance
So,
has been removed from your inventory.
and now that we helped him, he's ready to help us. Giving us the tuning fork.
Tuning fork. Yes, it's ready. You may take it to Argentus immediately. Tuning fork has been added to your inventory.
Noticed the final exclamation mark. Like. What could the tuning fork be? Some... Yeah, here it is. And this is the thing that the enchantress was looking for, or the summoner, I don't remember.
It is truly a pleasure to see you.
That would have been too easy. Okay, not here. No, she's the librarian.
It is truly a pleasure to see you. Communicate with the Dwemer. While everyone believes the Dwemer vanished, I'm convinced they've relocated to another plane of existence. Much like the Daedric princes have their own realms, the Dwemer must have one too. As a conjurer, my expertise lies in summoning beings from one plane to another. I'm determined to uncover the means to create a portal connecting our world to the Dwemer's. It's a tantalizing challenge.
That makes sense.
Tuning fork. Ah, my new tuning fork. I can't help but wish Harkalb would make strides in his research on the Dwemer alloy. Working with other materials feels rather approximative. At any rate, thank you, recruit. This tuning fork is going to be instrumental in my ongoing experiments. I'm eager to delve into its potential and put it to the test. Conjuration, tonal architecture, and the secrets of portals all converge in this endeavor. She gently taps the frame of the contraption in front of her. Continue. Did you see that? There was something, I am sure of it. No, it's gone now. Time to hit the books again. I'm sure I still have a copy of Kimarvamidayam around here. I need to review the passage on the telepathic link between the Dwemer. Tuning fork has been removed from your inventory.
So notice how we can also get a hint here about finding the books if we did not have the Kimarvamidion book already.
Filled soul gems. I have filled soul gems ready for Miros.
Okay.
Excellent. I'll take them to Enchanter Miros immediately. There you go. Miros, she's a perfectionist, always claiming her work isn't up to her high standards. Of course, we all recognize she's among the finest, or she wouldn't be here. I'm sure she'll be satisfied with these.
And so we have
Soul
the
gems.
soul gems. Oh, look at that. A portal. The soul gems for the lady here.
It is truly a pleasure to see you. Filled soul gems. Ah, thank you, recruit. With these filled soul gems, I can finally proceed with my work. Once I've fulfilled the requests from our fellow Bat-Lemiges, perhaps I'll have the chance to resume my study of singing crystals. It's a fascinating subject, you know. Filled soul gems has been removed from your inventory. Singing crystals. Oh, the singing crystals, they're a part of our ongoing research in tonal architecture, attempting to grasp the secrets behind the Dwemer's creation of the Numidium. It's a remarkable endeavor, one that could potentially revolutionize the world of magic as we know it. Continue. But, well, I've probably said too much already. It's complex and not something a mere recruit should concern themselves with. Let's focus on your tasks for now, shall we? Enchanted Vial. Here's the vial Galtirger requested. Let's hope he handles it with more care this time. I've lost count of the explosions we've endured since being posted here. A bit more caution could save us all some trouble. Enchanted Vial has been added to your inventory.
Okay.
I gave Miros the Enchanter the filled soul gems she requested.
So now we must take the vial, enchanted vial, to the alchemist. Now you have to look at the map very often because you look for rooms basically. But it's not really hard to do.
Enchanted Vial. Recruit. You have it. We can't dawdle here. High Bat-Lemige Klekos awaits your return. Head to the Dwemer studies immediately, but do not rush. Keep a steady hand and avoid shaking the potion too much. That enchanted vial can only do so much to contain its instability. We can't afford any accidents. Filled enchanted vial has been added to your inventory. Enchanted vial has been removed from your inventory.
So we have now a filled enchanted vial and we need to take it.
I have given Galtirger the enchanted vial he requested. I am to go to the Dwemer studies to deliver the...
To our studies. Okay. I'm curious about that mage that was fighting.
I suggest you get on with your orders,
He's not
or report to your command.
Not doing anything apart So, we need a door. And we have a portal there, something like that. What to do here? Let's save. I always forget I cannot use this weapon. Oh, okay, this is the room of the spiders. Oh no, it's a scorpion. Oh crap, I never visited this place. I'm not sure about it. Oh yeah, scorpions.
Beyond sea.
I'm all right.
Lava. Beyond sea.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, lamb. Didn't mean to hurt you. Ooh, another portal.
Lava. Beyond sea.
Hello.
Beyond sea.
Spirits here.
Lava. Beyond sea.
A blade. Ooh, silver katana. Nice. Nobody's going to lift this thing.
What can latte do for you?
Lava. Beyond sea.
And this looks like the same place, but in another time, with dead people and all that. And the first time I played the mod, I didn't find this portal, or better, I did not enter it. So this is something new. Okay, so Arcane Studies, living quarters. We came from here. Let's go here. Maybe I could help Lan here. It's hot. Much better. Yeah, we have another portal. Time slows down, stops, rewinds. So we are back to the past. And that is the portal. So we took this portal, went to the future, and came back to the past. So let's try... wait.
Etiquette with Rulers by Ares Terraligen. Because the rule...
Could heal also. Poor Ari. Not much to do here. Oh, you are propelled.
I have given Galtirger the enchanted vial he requested. I am to go to the Dmer studies to deliver...
So we are in the future again. Can't do much. Okay, we killed the giant spider there. Back here. Maybe maybe we need to go this way. There are no other doors. Maybe there's another door over there. Yeah. And another portal.
I'm an officer of the Imperial Law.
You cannot open this door alone, nor do you want to attract attention. And we have the altars. But look at this, we have time warp. And we are back to the future. In the main hall. Where everything has been ruined by the time. We have rocks and sand. And probably some dead people. Aha. Time slows down, so we are back to the past.
I suggest you get on with your orders.
And couple things. Well, the first time I visited this place in my playthrough, I did not have yet the quest down to get the via, so I was not able to go past this place. I tried killing the guard here, and I tried stealing a key, but nothing worked. And the fun thing is, if you do something like that, the mod will teleport you back to one of the starting points, and you have to redo the things. But one thing I noticed is that one of these great meshes was having big collision problems, so I took a note about it and posted a report about it. But basically the collision mesh here of this grate, this door, this thing is inverted, so if the player comes nearby, it will most likely be stuck there. It's just a matter of reversing the faces and the normals eventually of the collision box. That's little note about it. This mesh here, let me check if I can open. Yeah, this one. And I have already fixed it, so it works correctly now in my game. But just to know, you can find the fixed mesh in my patch available in the error reports to the mod authors in the Nexus. Oh. Ooh. Look at this. Impressive. This is very realistic. I don't know if this is the Avizus from the OAAB data or timer data, or if it is something scripted especially for this mod, but anyway, it looks perfect.
No interruptions, I said. How am I to prepare for Zoran Arctis' imminent arrival if I'm pestered at all hours? I was ordered to deliver this vial to you, sir. Ah, yes, quite right, quite right. Excellent, I'll be able to resume my work on the Dwemer Sentinel. Filled enchanted vial has been removed from your inventory. You eye the lifeless giant automaton in the corner of the room. Quite an impressive contraption, indeed. You are dismissed, recruit.
Okay. So they are studying the secrets of the Dwemer. Okay, let's save. Can we use this door? No. And we are prepared to the future again. We can see. Oh, I work on this place. Oh. I need help here. Let's summon something.
Go up 10.
Okay, honestly, I hate the sounds from Tribunal. Giant beings. I don't remember the name of the creature that used that, but I hate it because it is a sound super high volume and it always hurts my ears. So I don't like it very much. I'd prefer a different one, but it gives you the idea of a big, powerful giant thing. And we are... Oh, the poor high battle mage Colossus is dead since a lot of time, but we found a key with the exclamation mark and a robot. The skeleton is not using the robe, but what's that? Oh, and notice how the Dreamer contraption here is still working regardless of the time passed. That's the thing. But we have a key. maybe we can use a door now. Yeah. Up we go. Oh, another time wound. Time slowdown stops and goes backward. I have a feeling we already visited this place, maybe, or maybe not. In the past, in the future.
I've managed to sneak into the inner sanctum of the halls of Colossus, where a colossal guardian lies dormant. My mission now is to locate Margot before the blades catch wind of our presence.
What happens if we touch this thing? Look at this. I'm saving. I want to touch it. Oh! Let's not repeat Maho's mistake. Okay. Lots of dreamer things.
Swift hunting, friend.
Hey yo.
Kajiat is innocent. Relax Maho, Ali-Im sent me. He wants you to abort the mission. Breton surprised Margot. What do you mean abort the mission? Abort mission. Abort? But, Shiar Yunin, you can't have missed what Margot found. I mean, it's not like there's an enormous, towering, world-altering contraption right in the center of the room, impossible to overlook. Ali-Im was very serious. He gave me his token as proof. Fine, Shiar Yunin, Margot trusts you. But I've glimpsed metal fragments over there, definitely magic, and expensive. I'll just grab it real quick, and then we'll hightail it back to the hideout. Promise.
Okay, let's go out. Dialogue a little because I want to take a look at that thing. So, this is the metal fragment that basically we must avoid taking, but I want to look at the rest of the place here because it's super nice. And in theory we should be able to see some super giant things in the center of the room probably, but it's not really visible. Okay. Let's try with some light, can we? No, there's a barrier. So, you cannot see much. Anyway, okay, let's talk with our friends. we must find a way to not take
What
this
is
thing,
it,
as
friend?
we will have lots of problems.
It is truly a pleasure to see you. Metal fragment. Yes, they look expensive. Meho will take one. Taking it will disrupt the very fabric of time, sending you into the future and triggering the time wounds that could shatter our world. The future, you say? That sounds complicated. And the time wounds, well, Meho doesn't want to be responsible for shattering our world. You hear footsteps behind you. Oh no, not again. It's the blades. Can you get out of here quickly? Yes, Meho will recall to the hideout. The moment Meho Margot agreed to not take the metal fragment, I was sent back to the smuggler's cave. What? Who goes there? Just where do you come from? I think you mean when do you come from? You take a note in your journal under section Halls of Colossus, now. Oh, you think you're funny, Breton? Never mind, it's not often loot bags come to us.
And we have some band. Oh, we crashed here, but you got the idea. The quest is nearly done. So I will just reload and I'll be right back. Okay, back to loading the save. Last save. Oh, I hope I have other saves. Every now and then it happens that the save is not perfect. But so far we have been able to play most of the mod without having to reload, apart the starting moment where you move all those things from the inventory, and that I think that is a problem with that function uh, from MWSE-Lua. It is not. There's something there that is leaking memory because it's not. That doesn't look right. That if you transfer 100 things, it works, and if you transfer 200 things, it doesn't work anymore because you transfer things one at a time. So if memory is correctly released after using it, it should not matter. But there's some kind of glitch over there, probably. But let's try and load this. I hope I have a recent save. In theory, I should have saves every couple minutes. So this one we already tried, not working well. Let's try this one.
Your reputation does you
Oh,
honor,
okay.
sir.
Okay, so we already know we have to find our friend Kajitia. I don't really know how he's spying here with no one stopping him, but
Kashiat is innocent. Relax, Mayho. Aliim sent me. He wants you to abort the mission. Breton surprised Mayho Margot. What do you mean abort the mission? Abort mission. Abort? But, Shiar Yunin, you can't have missed what Mayho Margot found. I mean, it's not like there's an enormous...
okay, we
Aliim
already
was
know
very
the
serious.
story.
He gave me his token metal
We
fragment.
must avoid
Yes, they look expensive.
him
Mayho will
taking
take
those
Taking it will disrupt the very
metal
fabric of time,
fragment, and we have
sending
this
you into
strange
the future and triggering the time
effect.
loops that could shatter our world.
But the effect is telling you that
Not
there's
again.
something crucial
It's
for
the
the
place.
quest happening.
Can you get out of here quickly?
Yeah,
The moment Mayho Margot agreed to not take the metal fragment, I was sent back to the smuggler's cave. What? Who goes there? Just where do you come from?
and now
I
we
think
are
you mean
not
where do you
racing
come from?
anymore, hopefully, because we have more memory available. Okay, that's a problem with the animation of my companion, probably.
You in
We have this bandit trying to kill us. Okay. Let's try some magic.
Beyond sea.
He's going against that tree.
Beyond sea.
Yeah.
Lava. Beyond sea. This is too
with you.
Right.
Go away.
So some Playmax, some boots. Okay. So this is the portal we came from. This is the cave. Which is no more destroyed. So we are in the present.
Knight of the Imperial Dragon, how may I serve you?
This looks like
Welcome, Traveler,
another bandit, but he's
trust you are
not
doing
really
well.
aggressive, so
I feel the same way.
let's talk about
It is Mayhomargo.
who. He doesn't know who the Mahomaga is, so that's good. We changed the past, and doing this we change the future. Okay, these are standard bandits. Oh, now I can use this weapon. Okay, nothing super important, they are just bandits. That's pretty normal. Let's save. And if things are like expected, we should escape the cave and finally be back to Vanafa in the proper time. So most of the mod is done. It's a beautiful rainy day in Vanafa. And from this adventure we got some special chronomancy magic we learned, which is basically this disintegrate weapon, armor, strength, and so on, that could be used like a combat spell. And we have this thing, 45 speed for 30 seconds, not bad, but the real nice things are this. We'll save because I don't want to crash. So we have the power to call a time warp, time one, to go back to zero deal? No, to elsewhere? I don't know in what time, but so notice my memory warning. But we have these strange time warps appearing because maybe we are in the future now. Probably we are in the future. There are ruins of the whole of the Colossus. Yeah. So we can still go here and maybe explore the places, and we will find dead people and all strange. All strange portals appearing everywhere. So we can enjoy exploring the place, looking for differences between the past and the future, but we can imagine what those differences will be. Lots of dead people, of ghosts, and things like this. Can we kill ghosts like this? We can crash because I was on low memory, but you get the idea. Basically, the mod is ending like this, but you still have this possibility to explore the place and look at what changes with the passage of time, and then you can take the portal back to the present. That's really nice. It needs a lot of memory, so as usual, if you are low memory or a lot of mods loaded, maybe you may want to save and reload before going to this interior big place, but it's still very interesting. And I will just reload one last time to hopefully be able to show you the last spell we learned, which is probably the most scenic one, and maybe the one that you will use with more fun, because it's a time warping spell that, well, it's more scenic than useful, but it's still something unique and something that you've never seen before. We have some scripters. I think Ex Magister already did a couple of example of this kind of spell where you slow times and so on, but I never seen one so graphically detailed like this one, so I want really to show it to you if I manage to load the game, because it's pretty nice to see. Also it's not only slowing time, it is doing that with some special shader, which is really great to see. So let's see if we manage to load this big place and find a portal to go back home. But you get the gist of it. You can explore this eerie now place and find the differences, which will be most likely dead people and ruins where
Now you're going to get it.
there was some big old Colossus old in the past. And also in theory we could oh, they are ghostly too. Look at this. We could also, oh, look at the warp effect. We could also explore the desert and see how far we can go and so on, but you know, I will let you do these things because I think we have seen most of the nice thing. Let's see if we can go back to our time using this. Can we? Not really. Oh. Houston, have we a problem? No, probably we can use our time warp spell, hopefully. That's right. Reintegrate, slow time, elsewhere. So this is to go to elsewhere. Hopefully. Oh, portal is already open. So we must find that one. So the warps are not the same as... Yeah, we have these ghostly things.
You in.
Okay, I will look at the map because probably it's easier like this. So we more or less should have a portal here.
You in
You're growing.
your wounds are fresh.
I'm going back. We need to find our portal. Okay, so more or less I hope we have a way to go back because I cannot see. The portal is already, oh, that one maybe?
You chose the wrong boss.
Not really. Okay. No. So maybe the portal is moving around. I don't know. I think when I first played the mod, I did not have this kind of problem. Maybe I just used the portal back immediately.
I'll see you dead.
Oh, maybe we found it. Kind of door here, or could it be the portal? Cannot go anywhere. Okay, so honestly, I don't know what to do here because the first time I used that portal, I just came back easily using it again. Oh, this is the right one. Okay, you need to find the right one, which is not so warping like the anomalies, time anomalies. But you got it. You can teleport there and explore the place more. So this was the interesting spell, but there's more. We'll save and then show you the nice one, the one that I like even more. Let's check. Okay, first this one, which is important because, you know, you have this super nice sword. You paid 100 millions credits or centimes, and it's ruined because the time passage has destroyed it, and you want to have it back, hopefully. So in theory you have this spell that could be able to reintegrate it. The problem is, I think it's working on something you have equipped. Let me check. Reintegration. Right. So this is repairing the weapon or armor that I have equipped. So let's see. Yeah, it's now. So couple things. This spell is repairing things about 30 or 40 points of damage. So if your weapon has a lot of health and you need to repair it, maybe it is still faster to use some standard repair tools, but this will cost you money, so that's the spell for it. But the thing I want to notice is that you have to have equipped things. So if I want to repair my super special precious original weapon, I first need to find a different way to repair it, at least by 1 point, because if I cannot have it equipped, I cannot use the spell. So basically you need at least 1 hammer or 1 tool like this, and then, or you can pay for it, but then you can use the spell, and you will have to use that spell a lot of times to repair such a powerful weapon. So this is a little annoying, to be honest. I would have preferred something not so complicated to reintegrate my weapon, like something like a quest option. When the quest is done, magically the time will remove the bad effects, and also your weapons could be reset to the state they had before entering the time warp. That's a little detail, but maybe matter of preference. It is true that you can keep these spells and use them for the rest of your game with other things and profit from that. That's true, but all in all, I don't know what would be better. But then we have the last one, Chronomancy Slow Time. This is the most spectacular one. Let's try this. Just remove this thing. Right. And here is the spell. Like you see, we have a blur effect when we move or run around, and the rest of the wall is slowing down. And we have this super nice sound effect when the effect So this is real fun to try this spell in different situations. I don't think it's really effective while fighting, but it is super nice to have fun. Also, this nice sound effects and things like this. So I think that's off. Also notice the shadow effect warping your visual. That's it. So the mod is super original and scenic, and you can do things never seen before, and definitely worth playing at least once. It is a little heavy on memory usage probably, so if you have a long loading list, maybe not something you will keep forever, but really worth playing because it's just so good. And with that, another important thing, in the past, mods using MWSE-Lua scripted spell had some problems when you try to remove them before removing all the magic effects they introduce. It was easily causing you to no more be able to reload the saves, but I have tested that at least with this mod spell you can disable the mod and then it will still saves will work. So probably this problem is solved by the more recent version of MWSE-Lua. So it should be something that you don't have to worry anymore. I think I have said everything, and thanks for watching, and I recommend this mod. It is really worth playing. So that's all. Bye bye.